Hello, it's me, Zoti, and welcome back to another episode of The Light Collective. Come on in here, get comfortable. Let's get started. The Light Collective, the Light. And welcome back. How good it is to see you all again, beautiful souls. I wanted to stop by and drop a video off to put some thoughts out there regarding the election. It is November 5th, 2024. It is the soft afternoon hours and it is election day. I wanted to stop by really quick and, like I said, put some thoughts out there regarding this election, this day. I'll start by saying this. I deeply understand and overstand a person's passion regarding voting. I deeply understand and overstand a person's will to want to vote. People have died and sacrificed greatly for our right to vote. Our rights, meaning women, meaning melanated people, right, have fought, died, blood, sweat, tears for people to have the right to vote in this country. With that being said, I understand fully a person's desire to want to vote and a person's passion behind the notion and idea of voting. I really, really get it. I do. I've studied civil rights. You know, I have I have deep, deep gratitude for the ancestors. Trust and believe. I have deep gratitude for the ancestors, okay? And their intentions. Okay? But I'm going to tell you this, now that I made my disclaimer, right? And also, let me say, I take no issue with who a person chooses to vote for. I take no issue with who a person chooses to vote for. That is their choice, their prerogative, okay? That's a disclaimer. Now back to the ancestors. Their intentions is what I honor. They're what they intended the outcome to be. Our ancestors, I can confidently say, our ancestors' intention on gaining us the right to vote, granting us the right to vote, was not intended for us to be made a fool out of. And it was not intended for our ancestors to get this access for the right to vote for us to be made a fool out of. I can say that confidently. Confidently was not their intention. I honor the intention of our ancestors who died for the right for people to be able to vote. Okay, I do. And their intention was to us to be liberated. Okay, for us to be elevated with this, not to be made a fool out of. This election, all of this whole fiasco has been a display of what these people in these fake positions of power, what they think of you as a citizen of this country. This has been a display of what they think of you, if I ever seen it. And they think you're a fool. They think you're a fool. They believe we are fools. They believe the 99% they speak of the 1%. There's, well, the 1%. They believe the rest of the 99. They believe the rest of the 99% are fools. Why am I saying that? Well, for one, they've reduced you. They've reduced the people of this country, the citizens of this country. They've reduced us to fanboys and fangirls. That's what they've reduced us to. Fanboys and fangirls. That's what they've reduced us to. No, they haven't. They have. Yes, they have. The moment you have Megan Thee Stallion walking out on the stage, the political stage, oh yes, they've reduced you to a fanboy and a fangirl. Kid Rock, Amber Rose, Cedric the Entertainer, Beyonce. You see, when the Bible speaks about idol worshiping, idolatry, and the dangers of it, when you research idolatry and the history behind different forms of idolatry and what that led to, it don't never lead to nothing good. You see, because you are supposed to be idolizing yourself. This is what a lot of people don't get. You are supposed to be idolizing yourself, your potential, your power. Okay? You're not supposed to be idolizing anything outside of you. To give appreciation is one thing. To say, oh, you're good at that, that's another thing. Okay? But to have an idol is something different. Well, I don't idolize these. Oh, yes, you do. And if I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you. If I'm not talking to you, I'm not talking to you, sweetheart. But if I am, I am. You don't worship nobody. You don't idolize these people. You sure? How many times do you go and check on what Beyonce's doing a week? How many people on your Instagram are you following that are celebrities that don't give a dang on about you or who you came from or what your child looked like? They wouldn't pee on you if you were on fire, as they say. But you're following them, right? Do they follow you back? Do they follow you back? If you were to DM them right now, would they even respond? But you're following that word. You're following them. Yeah, you're right. You are following them. You are. That's why you're so consumed with everything that they do. That's why you can't tell nobody. That's why when people get together, they have conversations about other people's existence, but instead of their own. This is idol worshiping is what this is. You get together with friends and you guys talk about other people's existence. That's not your own existence. And ad nauseum, some people do it. Some people do it ad nauseum. Like that's all they talk about is other people's existence when you are existing yourself. And a lot of times you be sitting across from somebody that you existing with, but you want to talk about somebody else's existence instead of talking about your own. But because the people in these fake positions of power, these positions of manipulation, deceit, because they understand this, because they push these celebrities in your face 24/7 over and over and over and over and over again. Okay. So now it's all in your subconscious, all up in it. Okay. And everything they say and everything they do is all up in your subconscious. This is why they're in cahoots. Ain't no coincidence. They're in cahoots. Okay. They're all up to distract you and manipulate you. So they know this and they know it so much that they said, okay, you know what we can do? We can just play in these people's faces this election. That's what we can do. We don't even have to say much. All we have to do is put one of their favorite artists. Go ahead and get what are they listening to now, Bill? Well, they're listening to someone called as they look on Spotify. Looks like someone named a Glorilla. It looks like a Glorilla. She looks like she's getting a lot in a Megan Thee Stallion. Yep. Okay, well, go ahead and get them on over here. Yeah. Yeah. And then they bring them up and people sit back and applaud this. Applaud it. And then the people in these positions of manipulation and deceit, they sit back and they say, look, it's working again. Because while they're all looking at this, there's a bunch of stuff going on over here that they're not paying attention to. When things get this ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen, you have to know that it's time to look elsewhere. This has gotten ridiculous, is what I'm saying. This has gotten ridiculous, is what I'm saying. And so it's very important for you when things get this, when it becomes a clown show. When it becomes a clown show, 9 times out of 10 it is. And it's a clown show for a reason. You go to a clown show to be entertained. A lot of things going on at once. Monkeys jumping around. They're throwing balloons. They flipping backflips because you're just like, oh my gosh, so much happening. This is so crazy. This is so, oh my gosh, right? But what's going on in your peripherals? What's going on behind you? Keep your head on a swivel right now. Okay? Now that the voting is, everybody's voting, everybody made their choices. We're going to have a choice tomorrow. Now, everyone take a step back, please. Let's walk and chew gum at the same time, please. Step back for a second now and take a look at this full picture, because the full picture will show you that these people have made you out and reduced you to a mere fan, a mere peon who worships other people outside of yourself, who worships, who puts their existence and their growth and development in the hands of other people. That's what they look at you like. That's what they look at you like. And like I said, when things are going crazy, haywire, bonkers, a clown show, there's other things to be looking at. Let's take a look at what's happening today. Listen, I trade the markets. Ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, made some good money in the market this morning. Market made a nice move this morning. Okay? Cryptocurrency, making some moves, isn't it? The World Economic Forum, what are they up to? Who, by the way, the World Economic Forum makes a lot of decisions about our economy, ladies and gentlemen, and we have no say in it. Okay? Why are people not paying attention to them and what they do? And what they do? Why is it not talked about more openly? What's going on in the cosmos? The last 2 months, the last 3 months, what has been going on in the cosmos? What's going on in our environment? See, these are the things that they don't want you paying any attention to. And then, of course, what's going on in your existence? Who are you? What's going on in your existence, your reality? Most importantly. But again, the goal is to get you to never look where you're supposed to look, never listen where you're supposed to listen, and never speak what you're supposed to speak. Because if you did that, this type of disrespectful behavior would not be able to happen all around us. The way that they, again, and when I say disrespectful behavior, I'm talking about all of it. The disregard of this earth, the disregard of human life, the disregard of basic human needs, humanity. The disregard is just enough to make you say, I am happy for the change that's on the way. That's all I have, ladies and gentlemen, for today, as we wait a decision. And if you see this after the decision, if it didn't go your way, it's okay. If it did, great. But like I said, take that step back, look at the full picture, and ask yourself, do you feel respected as a citizen of this country or not? Do you feel respected as a citizen of this country or not, regardless to the outcome? Ask yourself, do you feel respected as a citizen of this country? And that's the easiest way I could phrase the question. Until next time, guys, be well, be safe. Ashe.